JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Firefighter among two fatally shot in St. Mary. 2 men are dead after gunmen, posing as police officers, entered the premises and opened fire in Freehill, St. Mary, early Sunday morning. The deceased have been identified as 26-year-old Barrington Clark and a 48-year-old firefighter Gary Samuels, both of the same address. Reports indicate that around 1:30 a.m., Clark and his common-law spouse were at home when they heard gunshots coming from downstairs their 2-story house. It was further reported that shortly after, individuals knocked on their door, identified themselves as police officers, and instructed them to open the door. The men allegedly forced the door open, asked for someone named TK, and upon receiving no response, opened fire, hitting Clark. Clark's partner was instructed to run, and the men then fled in a waiting motor vehicle, according to the police. She then sought assistance from Samuels, who lived in a lower section of the house, but reportedly found him lying face down with gunshot wounds. An alarm was raised, and Clark was rushed to the Port Murray Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. A police team visited the crime scene, where Samuels was found face down in his underpants. He was pronounced dead on the scene. The police say several spent shell casings and a live round were seen near his body. Man accidentally stabs himself to death during dispute in Clarendon. A man is dead after he reportedly stabbed himself purely on accident during a dispute on the Hayes Main Road in Clarendon on Saturday. The deceased has been identified by his alias Raga, a 44-year-old labor of Jasmine Place, Newtown Phase 1, Clarendon. According to a police report, during an altercation, Raga stabbed at a man, missed his target, and accidentally stabbed himself to the region of the groin. He would later succumb to his injuries. British woman fined for overstaying her welcome in Jamaica. A British woman faced legal consequences last Thursday after overstaying her welcome in Jamaica for an additional 14 months. Stephanie Borland, a 30-year-old from London, appeared in the St. James Parish Court to address the charges against her. According to court documents, Borland arrived in Jamaica in February 2023 with a visa that permitted her to stay for 90 days. However, she failed to leave the country when her time expired, leading to her apprehension by law enforcement officials who acted on information received about her whereabouts in the Salt Spring community. During her court appearance, Borland pleaded guilty to the charges. Presiding Judge Natisha Fairclough-Hilton imposed a monetary penalty of 7,000 Jamaican dollars with the alternative of serving 10 days in jail if the fine was not paid. In addition to the fine, a removal order was issued, ensuring that Borland would be required to leave the country. Kaka charged with woman's murder. A man believed to be among a group of gunmen who shot and killed a woman along Nelson Road in Kingston on Wednesday, June 26, has been charged with murder. Charges 30-year-old Romario Grant, otherwise called Kaka, of the community. The deceased has been identified as 59-year-old Irene Leng, also of the community. In addition to Leng's murder, Grant has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon, possession of prohibited ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Reports are that around 7:35 p.m., Leng was sitting on a chair at her gate when gunmen, traveling in a Toyota Probox motor car, pounced upon her and opened fire, hitting her. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, Leng was found with gunshot wounds. She was taken to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. A report was made to the police, and Grant was later arrested following investigations. His accomplices are currently being sought by the police. 4 additional health centres to be built in St. James. Residents of St. James are to benefit from the construction of 4 additional health centres in the parish. The project, to be funded by the National Health Fund NHF at a cost of $500 million, will see centres being built in Farm Heights, Norwood, Maroon Town, and New Hampton beginning January 2025. This was disclosed by Parish Manager for the St. James Health Department, Lennox Wallace, during the St. James Municipal Corporation's recent monthly meeting. He further advised that repairs are slated to be carried out on existing health centres in the parish where needed to better serve the public. Among these, Wallace said the Mafuta Health Centre, which he indicated will receive much needed work, adding that we have been through the procurement process already and the work will start in January. The parish manager further informed that supplementary repairs will be undertaken at health facilities serving Greenpond, Glendavon, Somerton, Mount Carey, Garland, and the Lottery. Work is currently being done at the Green Pond Health Centre and will include an additional 5 rooms and a pharmacy, he stated. Meanwhile, the St. James Type 5 Health Centre is to be expanded as it continues to serve as the parishes health centre hub. Wallace said purchasing agreements for the neighbouring Montego Bay Ice Factory are almost complete as they prepare to facilitate a 5-floor administrative building on the property. The upgrades in the region will also include increased staff across health centres and a 12 midnight closing time for the Catherine Hall Health Centre. There are days that you have to go to the health centre to see a doctor, but people don't plan to get sick. So the ministry has created a core source to employ doctors and nurses. So any day that you go to a facility, you should be able to see a doctor without delay, Wallace pointed out. 8-year-old victim of Cherry Tree Lane massacre, remembered as intelligent and outspoken, Aiden Bartley, the 8-year-old boy, was among 8 people killed in the Cherry Tree Lane massacre in 4 parts, Clarendon, was on Saturday remembered by his family as intelligent, outspoken and remarkably brilliant. Aiden's aunt, Nadrika Phillips, delivered a heartfelt remembrance at his funeral on Saturday at the Ebenezer Baptist Church in 4 parts. Phillips told the gathering that they shared a special bond and that he was like a son. She shared with the congregation his aspiration of becoming a soldier. With the hint of a smile, she noted that Aiden had already mastered the stoic demeanor, often sporting a serious face that left a lasting impression. Phillips recalled Aiden's encounter with members of the Jamaica Defence Force in his community, sharing, on one occasion, they stopped and engaged in a conversation with him and even placed him in the back of the Jeep, his best day ever. He was very passionate about becoming a soldier in the future. Whenever he saw soldiers passing by, he would shout out, "Soji!" They would wave, and he would wave back and he would say, "Yeah man, I'm a friend that," Phillips added, evoking laughter among the congregants. Sub-officer in charge of the Community Safety and the Security Branch Police Area 3, Sergeant Dean Clover, in his tribute, urged parents to instill discipline in their children and refrain from condoning their wrongdoings, stating, "Because those who commit the crime are children of others, and as parents, we need to understand that if it continues, at some point, we're going to cry as well." For his part, Aiden's cousin Romaine Morris, who is a counsellor for the Mocha Division in Clarendon North Central, lamented Jamaica's broken systems, which he said contributed to the heinous crime, which saw 9 other persons being injured. "They say I'm a part of the system, and the system failed my family," Morris said, his voice waning as he spoke. "How could I be a part of a system, and I'm seeing my cousin crying, and my little cousin in a casket?" he questioned. Little Aiden was interred at his family plot in 4 parts. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.